What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. It is the first day of June, the very first day. $282 is the price. We're sitting here with about 10 hours and 46 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And let's get into it, okay? We have been moving down. We've been riding the red dragon now for quite some time. What a mighty beast it is. As we continue to persist lower, the volume is decaying, which is a positive signal. Doesn't mean that this is the low. We can go lower. Volume can still decay and decay and decay, and so can the price. But I suspect we are near, if not at, a good point to bounce. Certainly at a really great place to accumulate more Bitcoin Cash, to DCA for the long haul. This is an excellent price area to acquire more Bitcoin Cash. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, we are down at the low areas that we have consistently found support at since 2024 and 2025. We even found resistance in this area back in late 2023, early 2024. Resistance here in this area in mid 2023. Support back here dating back to 2022. This area has been significant for like 4 years, guys. Very significant. So I highly doubt, doesn't mean it can't happen. I highly doubt that we're just going to do this and bust through the floor. I would expect that we do find some support here. And if we look back historically, the movements that we've seen from this area, at least to the upside, from a relative low, let's not go low to highest. I don't want to go from the low to the highest price. Maybe we go that high, maybe we go higher. But from the low to just like something that seems pretty consistent and average, that's about a 30% pump. That's not bad. And that would take us back to around $400, but just below $400. Here from this low, again, I'm not going for the lowest low to the highest high. I'm just kind of going for something that's a little bit more consistent, about 38% there, 30%, 40%, something like that of a pump. Being that we've dropped so much in such a short amount of time with really not a lot of volume, I could easily see us getting a 30 to 40% pump, if not more. And what that would do from here, just from a low point, let's assume that's the low. Maybe we go a little bit lower. This could be within a margin of error. That'd take us to about $360 to maybe something just under $400. And of course, this is just the average. If we see something that's a little bit more excessive, we could rally back above $400, maybe interacting with this prior support area here. We could get some type of V-shaped recovery. Hold on real quick, you guys, hold on. We could see some type of V-shaped recovery because again we just have such a low amount of volume here. It really could be a quick recovery, and the recovery itself, if it is V-shaped, would be even faster than the decay was. If we're looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, we are oversold, pretty bearish. Moving down, volume's coming in a little bit, not an excessive amount, but again, a little bit of volume. Stochastics are oversold, and the MACD is clearly bearish here as well. There's no indication that this is the low yet. We could go lower. And again, we bump it back out to this weekly time frame. Even though, yes, we're in this low area, the lowest price we saw here was 250. And in all fairness, we did see lower lows relative to this. Could we come down and see a lower low? We might even go below any of these lows. That's possible. But I think between here, 280, 250, 240, whatever, we're in that range of very, very adequate, suitable accumulation. I think that this is a phenomenal range to buy. If we're looking at this on the 4 hour time frame, you do have bullish divergence here on your RSI. Stochastics are oversold. Technically, I would call that bullish divergence on the MACD. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's so far away. Maybe. Right? Like this is still bullish divergence on the RSI, but it is pretty spaced out as well. It just doesn't mean that we have to bounce here. We can go lower. Don't be depressed or surprised if we do go lower, and don't be surprised if this was the low itself and then we move higher from here. At any point in time, I am expecting some recovery that will take us back well above $300, probably just below 400, if not even just above $400, something in that area. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Daily time frame here. Very oversold on the RSI. I mean, when's the last time we were this oversold, guys? This is the all-time history for Bitcoin Cash. Let's see. Have we ever been this oversold? It's interesting. What's going on, man? This feels forced. And I'm not one to really like call for that or say, hey, this is manipulated price action. I don't like to say that kind of stuff too often. unless it's blatant. But I know the Bitcoin Cash community. Who's selling here? Who with any kind of decent bags is selling here? Is Roger Ver selling on us? Is he dumping his bags on us? These are the lowest readings in the RSI that I think we've ever seen. On the 3-day time frame, yes. What about on the daily time frame? I'm so curious. Let's see. Let's put that line right there and go back in time. Very, very close. We've never seen readings this low, you guys. This is the lowest readings on the daily RSI that we've ever seen. The weakest readings we've ever seen. And that's coming in the form of a higher low still, technically, with pretty minimal volume. I don't trust this price action at all. I know it's scary. It's not fun. Imagine you bought here and your portfolio says you're down, but just treat it like it doesn't exist. Treat it like it's imaginary because, in my opinion, this chart is telling us that it is. We're probably going to see Bitcoin Cash rip here very, very soon. I'm very confident in this. And then, of course, you do have bullish divergence here on your MACD building. It's been building since May 20th. Bullish divergence on your daily MACD, bullish divergence on your stochastics, and you're at the lowest levels in your RSI that you've ever been. There's going to be some repercussions to this. The red dragon has had its fun. Green dragon's been on the couch asleep. But when that thing wakes up, man, it's going to be vibrant. I would at least expect something around this like 370 area, if not above $400. And I mean, really, guys, we could send it. This could send all the way back above these highs here. There's been something fishy going on ever since this drop here. I feel like something fishy's been going on with the price action, and I just don't trust. I don't trust the bearish instincts here. I don't trust the bearish vibes. Maybe that's delusion. I don't think it will be, though. We'll see. Time will tell. Take it upon yourself to, what's the word I want to use here? To make the right decision. I think the right decision is in your face. None of that's financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but just put a line right there, man. Put a line right there. Significance. Significance for months. Significance here. Significance again. Significance. Significance for years. Right? Right at the base of the great gap. What would we call that? The great gap of Rohan. The gap of Rohan, right there. I have to come up with some type of crypto sounding name that comes along with that. Like the gap of, I don't know. I'm put on the spot. Normally I'm good at that kind of stuff on the spot, actually, but I can't think of it right now. 283, probably going to see some upside here in a matter of no time at all. Weekly RSI is oversold. Everything's oversold. It's very bearish territories, but we do have bullish divergence on the MACD. We do have bullish divergence on the daily MACD and the daily stochastics as well. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm just going to end the video there. Hit that like button, subscribe. Treat this like a range because for all intents and purposes it is. We're at the base of that range. If you could go back in time, you would buy at the base of this range and sell, right? You would just do that every single time. Don't overcomplicate it. Take it easy. Bye-bye.